Oh, sorry guys. Dyrus is streaming.
Haha. Alright, I think we're ready to go. I'm assuming it's still spinning, but that means it's loading. So when we last left off, you had gotten... you actually didn't die horribly to the T-Rex. You did good. And then
I
you made it...
almost died horribly to the T-Rex.
You made it to the bird monastery. And now you have questioned them, passed their trials, talked to their leader, found out about the black orchid for the ritual to fly, and now you're going to speak to the supposed princess of Omu. There we go. I was trying to make sure I had got the right city.
The queen, right? She calls herself a queen.
The last living
No, we're
relative.
talking
The
about the
queen
last-
was the
the actual-
Oh,
Gorgon.
that's right. These are the two people that were here.
Yes. So, I will meet you in the monastery. I'll bring you over there because I'm assuming you're just going to go.
Yee.
Right on.
Okay. Oop.
And I will mention, while we're here, is there a place where we could buy more supplies?
They don't have too much here for that kind of thing, unfortunately. But if it's just generic supplies, you'd be able to restock, yes.
Yeah, like our days of food and repellent and stuff.
I thought food wasn't an issue, and water
Well, I
wasn't
guess
an
we
issue
have
because of the
mayonnaise.
jug.
Yeah.
You can use it to make water, too. It's not just a jar of mayonnaise.
We've been using it exclusively
Pretty
for
sure
mayonnaise.
it's just mayonnaise.
We
I
have,
mean,
we have
That's
branded it with-
true, but...
we have scratched Hellman's on the side of it.
Ew.
Ugh. But I think we are starting to want to, like, we would want to consider getting more bug repellent.
I thought you bought like 80 days worth.
Yeah, we bought a ton. Are
We
really...
have done a lot of traveling, though.
That's true. Like, you can honestly say, like, throw down 20 gold each and I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah,
Because
okay,
that would be
sounds good.
400 days each. You're not going to spend
Yeah.
a year in the jungles of Cholt.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, wrong one, but he'll be here too, I guess. Okay, so when you arrive, you see two children, one a teenager and one very young, dressed up as a bird. I'll say, what brings you here, adventurers?
The sage told us that you were the surviving relatives of the kingdom of Olmu.
Yes, I am the last descendant, and it is my rightful throne. Would that I could just inform the ports of Cholt and the principalities of Helm's Deep, or Waterdeep, Waterdeep and Neverwinter, and they would send aid to restore me to my rightful throne.
This is the teenager.
Yes, the young bird boy has not talked.
Oh, so it's the little girl or the teenage girl.
Yeah, teenage girl and then
Okay.
little boy.
Is Olmu a matriarchal society?
Yes.
Is it all venerated queens? Okay. I only asked because we seem to have found someone who's posing as royalty of Olmu.
It would be quite difficult as Omu is only ruin now, but soon people will go out on my command to free it. He stares at you expectantly.
Can you
Oh,
point
we're supposed
on
to
the
be those ones?
Yeah, can you point on the map where that is?
Gladly, it is. I cannot tell you its exact location, as it has obviously been many... Well, I've never been there. But it is between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame.
Right, Valley of Lost Honor and Peaks of Flame.
And so, I'll bring you guys to the map real fast to show you where that is.
Is that in the already circled area?
It's a little lower than that. So, if it's between those two, it'll be somewhere in this one now. So
I
it's
wonder
narrowed
when
down.
Yeah, I wonder when they named Valley of Lost Honor.
Well, it used to be the Valley of Honor, but then someone lost their
Yeah.
car keys.
Oh, yeah, of course. You had to file a claim.
And I'll ask.
Who files a
what might
claim
you
for
be able to
lost
tell
car
us of the city
keys?
of Nangalore?
What's that about Nangalore?
He's asking
I
me.
asked what she might be able to tell us of the city of Nangalore and its possible.
It was a
Queen
satellite
of
city
sorts?
of Omu. I don't really care too much about it.
Have you heard of anything called a soulmonger?
I have not.
Were the people of Olmu ever interested in death and the afterlife?
I could not tell you. You would have it would be best to ask a historian. Where
Does
the hell?
anyone remember the Gorgon's name?
Here's the ball.
Give it to us?
There it is.
Yeah, she totally did. She's like,
She
who
did. It
so and so
was.
and her king.
Give me a second. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Zelcore. There we go.
Okay, I'll ask if the name Zelcore is familiar at all.
She'll kind of think for a bit and say, perhaps one of the ancient queens. I may have heard of that name. It's not an uncommon name.
You know what we should expect when we enter Olmu?
I could give you a rough layout, but I do not know what sort of horrors lie there now.
Because it has been a while since she's been there.
She's never
Well,
been
she's
there.
never been
Oh,
there.
she's never been. Oh.
Yeah, she's a
okay.
descendant, but she's never
Right.
like lived there.
It
When
is a city in a valley, and towards the center is the palace in a ring. Beyond that, I could not tell you what to expect.
Okay.
Beyond that, it is quite large, as obviously it was a capital.
Is your relative here not very talkative?
He'll squawk.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I guess the last thing I'd like to ask him is how they managed to get themselves to this monastery.
We were raised here. We were found.
Is there anything from Olmu that they would want us to take back and bring to them? Something that signifies
Yes.
their rule?
I am glad you asked. What I wish for you to find is the skull chalice of Chigakare.
I don't feel like that's something a child should have.
Did a choking hazard?
Yes, just the name alone can cause you to die.
Seize the throat. Chalice of Shigar. What is the significance of this chalice?
There is no. It is a symbol of the rule of Omu.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes.
It was the skull of a long dead Omuan king.
Probably Shigakure. What hazard a guess? Okay, well.
No,
look for the cup.
actually. It was the Chultan hero, Chigakuri, that beheaded the evil king on the back of a mastodon.
Heroic. How would you drink out of a cup with eye holes in it?
I assume they filled them in.
They must be wiser than I. Very well, we'll keep an eye out for any skull chalices.
Thank you.
Slowly back away from the...
I take it you're new to this adventuring business. I am prepared to offer...
running away from the children.
You just went to a bedroom.
I'm hiding.
But she'll say that if you can bring that back to her, she is willing to provide you nobility seats in Omu when she retakes her throne, and also choice pieces from her private treasury.
Ooh.
I am a little. I
You
think
realize
the
that
implication.
half of your new nobility is going to be just dwarves, right?
Are you calling me racist?
She doesn't.
No.
She doesn't
Why
see
is that
height.
an issue, Yildrin?
I just find it humorous.
Are you self-hating?
What's so hilarious?
You have internalized racism.
He was
When
born
you've
in a
been with
hill
this group long
monastery.
enough, maybe you'll understand.
He's angry because his hill monastery wasn't high up enough in the clouds for him to meditate. We are not mountain dwarves. That sounds good. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay, we're gonna head out from here.
Yes, and while we're heading out, I think we should start discussing how we're going to get
Also,
that black orchid.
something Dance of the Black. Oh, right, Black Lotus, right? Yeah,
Orchid.
Orchid.
same
If
thing.
we come back with a black, no. If we come back with a black lotus, I think the sage is gonna be like,
Yo, I'll cash in.
How dare you? You
buy
can't
that
even
10,000
follow a
gold
simple
right now.
command? Get out.
Good. That makes 2 out of 2 Arakakra civilizations we've been shunned from.
On to the next one.
Yeah, the Skullmonger is just kind of a side quest. You just have to piss off all the bird people.
The Skullmonger is powered by how pleased the Arakakra are. The
So-
more distraught the Arakakra
I-
are, the less power it has.
I would think, do you guys want to keep exploring some hexes and as we make Red and Anglor and come on the
Yeah,
other side?
That sounds like a good idea.
Sure. So,
So,
now that we're back to here, go ahead and give me a survival.
14.
Hey, you get lost.
No.
Yay.
Nothing happened while we're lost.
1 second. First, I need to figure out which direction you're going. Whoops. Ignore that.
As you're determining that, we should think about a way to get this lotus, or this orchid, because I'm not quite sure I want to try to fight this gorgon if we have a choice.
Well,
Uh,
what are our options?
We could offer services in exchange for it.
That's
before we
crazy
even offer
talk.
services
Asking
in
for it?
exchange for it, we should ask if it holds any significance. Because for all we know, just the thought of her giving it away might set her off.
But what if she just says yes, like it is significant? And where do we stand?
That's exactly what I'm getting at. If she does, what do we do?
Well, I mean, asking to exchange a service for an orchid does not sound like a
Okay.
angering. Well, I
Well,
see your point though. She's unstable.
You get
she may be
lost,
Yeah,
angry.
she's very
and
unstable.
as nothing appears during the day as you travel around, but as you set up camp, a strange blue mist starts to cover everything, and as it gets closer and gets up to all of you, roll me all con saves, everyone.
I'm guessing not poison.
It is not.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hey!
Okay.
Womp womp
Man.
womp.
Okay.
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 Okay. So let's go. Review here. We have a nat 1, a nat 20, a nat 3, and a nat 19.
You almost had a point there, but nothing seems to happen as it passes through. However, as you wake up, well, pretty much the people who failed, so Halstead and Vormash. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh
Oof.
no.
What are we doing?
I need to figure out what's happening to each one of you. So,
Oh, cool.
Halstead.
Yes.
Interesting. You're deaf. You just
What?
wake up not able to hear.
What?
Oh dear.
Vormash.
What?
Wakes up deaf, not able to hear.
What?
Womp.
Well.
Mop.
Mop. Mop.
Okay. What
Could I
all are
medicine
you
while
going
deaf?
to? You can try. Give me a medicine or a nature.
23 on medicine.
Okay, you can recognize this. It's obviously not a it seems to be like a disease, but it's nothing you've ever seen before. So give me an arcana now.
Ooh, just me?
Yes.
Oh, 3.
Okay. Well, you know it's
Okay,
magical
I'll-
somehow, but you're not sure how.
God, I need to turn off advantage. Yeah. Well, I got a 4 on medicine, so.
I'm going to try to. Do I
However,
have to?
with that
Wait, wait.
medicine, I'll give you this. It seems to match what you have heard in the port as of mad monkey fever, with a mist that approaches and causes you to suffer maladies. And you know that it can last for some amount of time, several days at most, and it can just keep manifesting various maladies. So, what are you going to do for today? Well, first, roll me a survival, losing your advantage because you're deaf.
Hold on.
Actually, no. Deafening wouldn't make you lose. If you were blind, you'd probably
It's
have
not a
disadvantage.
ritual, but I'm going to try to cast Lesser Restoration to remove this deafness.
Interesting. Let me see if that'll work.
Does it have any verbal components? Because you can't like.
Well, that doesn't mean you're mute.
No,
Verbal
No,
and somatic.
being
you
deaf
can't tell if
means
you're saying things right.
yeah, deaf means that you can't cast spells with verbal. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. Oh, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it would. I thought I'd have to
Lesser
roll
Resto
for it.
has
Here you go. Condition
It
deafening.
does have verbal and somatic.
Cannot hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires hearing. Doesn't say anything about it, so I think you're okay.
Ability
Yeah.
check, not asking.
Yeah. So
You could also
try to
be
muffle-
disciplined enough that you just know how to say it even if you were deaf. So who knows?
okay, lesser restoration. Blind deaf. Yeah. You can remove the deafness from yourself.
Not bad.
I'll cast this. I also have Lesser Resto, so I'll also cast that.
That
Again,
a second level spell for you, or
Yes,
do
it
you
is.
just know all paladin spells and you can cast from them, or do you have to prepare, or
No, I pick a couple and I learn them.
you
in
picked
this
restoration
case,
then?
I pick Lesser Restoration and Protection from Poison.
Okay.
on a day that I don't know what I'm doing, I almost always prepare a Lesser Restoration out of the Druid spell lists. I'll tell you if I try to swap it for something else. Like when we approached that Gorgon, I may consider trying to get like Hold Person instead or something.
Okay, so give me a check.
Rival, right?
Yes.
26.
Okay, so you find yourself. You are here.
I found myself.
Okay. So which way do you wish to go now?
Let's go south, I guess. Pure south.
Sure. Okay, and so the day will pass by, and nothing will happen. However, at the start of the next day, give me a Constitution, Halstad, and Vormesh.
Oh, I guess it doesn't cure the disease. does it?
Jesus.
Okay. We're going back to this table then.
Not to the table.
Okay. Vormesh is fine. Halstad is
Yeah.
affected again. Whoops. Okay. Huh. That's an interesting one.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. Halstad, you believe you are invisible.
Yes! At last! So today I decided not to dress. I will wear no armor today. Because I'm sure I'm invisible.
What are you doing?
You're really not.
I'm
You
not
can't
going to
convince
listen
him.
to. Yeah, I'm not listening to any of you guys. I'm invisible.
But I can
All right,
see
give
you.
me a survival.
But you're right there.
And
With
you get-
advantage, 15.
Okay, you don't get lost.
Oh.
Let's go.
Okay.
How can I lead the party when I'm invisible?
Don't worry about it.
Look.
You're just walking in a
We'll
direction
figure
and
it out.
somehow
Yeah,
they
that's
know where
right.
to go.
I'm gonna
So
start
which
like,
way?
oh, that's it. I'm gonna go slow and make like arrows and markers, thinking that they're gonna be.
So you're
able to
actually gonna
follow
go
them.
slow?
Yeah, we're gonna go slow.
Okay.
Is it just me, or is he
You're
getting
going to
stupid?
get to go a square. Which way do you want to go?
Let's go southeast.
Southeast, sure. You've crossed over into Wasteland. And during the night, but because you went slow, you'll be able to know that this is coming up. My macros.
I still think I'm invisible. I'm still not wearing armor.
There. Okay.
I'm.
Wastelands. There we go.
Formash is just kind of like, but you're right there.
Oh, how did I apparently popped out the chat
I'm not
log.
smart
I
enough
didn't know
to
that
put
was
it together.
possible.
Oh yeah, you can drag it out, can you? No.
Okay, so this is going to be an interesting thing. So as you're setting up camp, you hear movement And it sounds like about 5 things, one of which is mounted. Oh no, many things are mounted.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it a swarm of mounted things?
It's a swarm of horsemen.
Yes, a swarm.
It's a bunch of trophies, and they're on a wall.
Oh, they look adorable.
Five things that look like fiery lizards emerge. Now, here's the kicker. I need to find out how exactly they're going to react to you.
I'm just gonna be sitting on a rock, my legs spread open.
Okay. Okay, that I didn't need to hear, but
As far as
On-
welcomes go.
on more serious notes, they're going to cry out, "Ha!" Or the one in the back cries out, "Ha! I told you there would be people here. Now, capture them for our lord." And in case you
know
could
we can
guess,
hear you, right?
actually, I probably shouldn't have said that before finding this out. No, okay, they can speak common. I'm not going to retroactively say they didn't say that, but we're in initiatives.
You know we can hear that, right? No, you didn't. What? Oh, you're right.
Silence! You heard nothing of the sort.
Now that I clicked on my character, What?
I'm at last living my dream of being Tom Bombadil. Can I say that here? Is this a Wizards versus Lord of the Rings thing?
okay, so I tried ruling nature to identify the mounts, and that didn't work.
Things are too large for character sheet pages. Shrink them down. 1 second. There we go.
Is it purposeful that you have? Is it like the mount and the rider?
Yeah, that's
Kinda
what I'm
thing?
going for.
Okay.
If we kill the mount, then the rider still.
What I'll
like,
probably
kill
do
the
is
rider
have
mounts.
move the
Derek's is
regular
gonna show up
tokens
any
to the
second.
bottom, like off the screen. Then when you take down the mount,
Yeah.
although at the same time, it kind of helps to have them together. Do it like that. Okay, so I've got their initiatives. Looks like everyone's all here, although Zerax is asleep until he decides to show up. Avdol, you are starting.
Okay.
Also,
can I
what
get-
did everyone roll for Arcana on these?
Oh, it's an
Oh.
Arcana.
I was
roll.
about to
tried-
ask.
I tried rolling nature. 11.
Okay, with an 11, you can tell. Okay, 15 is enough. They are fire newts, and what you know about them is that they worship the elemental evil of fire.
Ooh, if we kill these guys, we can cash in with the air.
Wait, hold on.
No,
That
the
means-
Archon still hate us.
Yeah.
Hold on, wouldn't that
it's-
mean
it's
then
some
that
bounty points.
oh, the newts are riding them? They're not riding newts. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
so there are striders, which are like dinosaur lizards, and then there are fire newts on their backs. They worship Imix, which is the
And
prince
Zarx
of evil
is here
fire.
just in time.
Yes. Go ahead and roll initiatives. Well, Zerax roll initiative. But go ahead, Abdul.
Xerix, this is
Okay.
not exactly critical for you to know, but I am naked.
That is entirely critical for me to know.
Okay, 11. Perfect.
Okay, so centered here. Oh, goddamn it, stupid ruler. Centered here, 20-foot radius.
No.
Hunger of Hadar.
Dispel or counterspelled.
Seriously?
Yes. The one in the back notices you casting and prevents you from doing that.
Okay, shoot. Let me check my number of spells. Okay, so I still got. All right, good to know.
Are all
Oh,
the
go ahead
riders
then.
similarly armored?
Yes, except for one in the back.
Go ahead and move over here and then I'll go ahead and do my as a bonus the Aurora.
Sure. All right, so he is going to go. He's going to urge his mount forward slightly. And what he will do is he's going to cast a spell. He's going to summon 3 balls in his hand that he's going to launch at people.
Magic pebble.
No, it seems to be made out of fire. Go ahead and roll Arcana if you wish to identify it.
14.
Okay, so it's going
4.
to target Halstead, Vormash, and Abdal.
That's
you
going
can,
to-
you can recognize it as Scorching Ray.
I was going to catch me by surprise and be like, oh my god, they can see invisibility.
Okay, so starting at Abdal. An 18 to hit you.
That'll just barely miss.
Okay. Halstead. 8.
8 will actually miss, even though I'm naked.
Oh, you said you were prone, so that is actually a disadvantage. So
I was sitting on a rock.
Okay. And then last one was
Me.
yes, Warmash. 6.
Nope.
So they will miss on all of those.
Womp.
Xerax, go ahead.
I feel like I'm missing some context, but okay.
These dudes wanna
magical
kidnap us.
evil mist caused Vormash and Halstead to go deaf. Halstead cured himself, but then at night he believed he was invisible. And now we're continuing with that.
Got it.
I'm just back to Norman.
Hey, Norman.
Yeah.
Give me one sec. Okay. I'm going to move. Because I have fast movement with no armor. Hang on. Damn. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take a defensive stance. There's no point in raging.
Sure. Vormash.
All right. In that case, I'm going to take the lead. Come out here, and actually no. And go into tunnel fire stance.
Sure. Halstead.
I'm going to tap my staff. He's spending 2 charges to give me Barkskin.
Sure.
And I'm going to whisper, I wonder if they've considered an invisible direwolf.
You
Morph
turn
into
into a dire wolf.
I will.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Sure. Yeldrin.
I'm gonna move to here and wait.
Sure. Okay, so they're going to go, and they are all going to kind of. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, okay.
Oh. No.
All 5 of the mounts are going to spit up fire onto this spot right here. So everyone.
Oh no. What is that? Dex?
Is there...
5 dex checks, everyone, besides Xerax.
Ooh.
All right. So this will be easy to roll because it's just 5d20.
Okay, well, Alstead
Oh.
passes all of those.
that was Ron. That's Yeldrin.
Or Yeldrin, sorry.
I miss 3. Second, third, and last.
Know that. Got a 9 and a 3 as my lowest.
Okay, well, you're trying to make a 12, so let me know
Okay, cool. So I got the second and the last failed.
how.
Yep.
Okay.
I take 3 hits.
Well, I'm assuming we're all taking half damage on a save, so we have to decide. Like, we have to determine which
Yeah,
ones.
so pretty
Alright.
much. Here's the first one for damage.
Also, Xerax. Need yo save.
11.
said
Everyone
one
but
button.
him.
Oh.
So 11 on the first one, half if you saved.
6 if it's
Okay.
saved, right?
18 on the second, 14 on the third, 15 on the fourth,
Oh,
and
I'm
10
done.
on the fifth.
I'm done.
Okay, so I had my aurora on, so I get resistance to all damage. So
I
on
just
the
I
ones.
zero.
So 11 halved is what? 6 or 5?
5, always round down.
Okay,
I'm no
5.
longer a wolf,
and then I
by the way.
passed that, so I took 2 on that. Then the 18 I failed.
So wait, yeah, that's
14 I passed.
Concentration DC.
It's 10 or whatever, half of the damage you took, whichever's higher.
higher. Okay.
Oh,
So it's gonna be-
is it? Oh, that's 2 over my max health. Ah, that sucks. Well, at the very least, that means I don't take.
They're all
I don't have to
10.
get that save.
Yeah, so it's going to be 5 10s. Oh,
Already
well.
lost it. Okay.
Really glad I had that aura on. Holy shit.
And now they're going to go, because that was just their mounts.
Right.
Oh, that's nutty.
Okay, what are they going to do?
All right, we got here. Now what?
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that, because that's going to be dumb, but... Okay, so... Let's say, Halstad, you're going to get scimitarred twice by this one up here, and Xerax is taking 6 scimitars. Let's do Halstad first. 9 and
Yes.
22.
Hit.
Xerax. 17. Crit.
Hit.
Crit.
Hit. Oh god.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
14.
Hit.
15.
Hit.
And crit.
What?
Hit.
3
the fuck?
crits?
Okay, let's count the damage. So,
Can't
that
with me,
one
everyone.
missed. 5. So, 5, 15, 22, 27, 32, 37 damage.
I'm still alive.
Okay. Back to the... Well, okay, and this one takes how much from your aura?
8 damage.
8. Okay. They are seared by radiant energy. Go ahead, Abnal.
All right. Let me take a look at something.
Oh
real
wait,
quick.
never mind. I'm at 1 health. Okay, I'm at 0, but I still have a round.
Right, you have the half
I have-
orcish
Oh, right.
fury.
half orc.
Orcish ferocity for this exact reason.
Thank God.
Oh, and also, in that case, I'd get a hit on the one that charged into Abdal's territory because of Tunnel Fighter.
Yeah, move more than 10 feet. Or, actually,
It did
yeah, move more than 10 feet.
within my range. So we'll just take a swing at it real fast.
Go ahead.
16.
A 16 will hit. And you're attacking the rider or the mount?
I'm gonna attack the mount.
Sure. So you do 12 damage. It is really close to dying, but it's not dead just yet.
I'll swing an attack at the mount.
Okay, go ahead.
15?
15 will absolutely hit.
12.
That will drop it, so he will fall to the ground, and he is prone now.
And I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, you'll have advantage on this.
Cool.
You will
Didn't-
crit.
Yo.
14.
You will just barely end him, knocking his skull around. Since I believe you're using a hammer, right?
Yeah, my I made my packed weapon a great mace or something.
Okay. Well, the one in the back is going to go, and he doesn't like that you just killed one of his people. So he is going to use another spell. And what he's going to summon a ball of fire
What's
onto
that
you.
spell? It's Fireball.
No.
18?
It is Flaming Sphere.
Ah,
A deck
wonderful.
save.
Oh, specifically there. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, let me
11?
double check on
An
how.
11 will fail. So you will
Great.
take
Uh,
10 damage. Fire. That will be his turn. Xerax.
Okay. Now would be a good time to rage.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're raging.
Let's see. If I do my if I do
Guess I gotta
2 attacks, can I do them on 2 different targets? Okay. I'm gonna swing at this one that's to my left,
Wait, to your
above me.
left.
So above me.
Oh, I see. Certainly, go for it. Are you swinging at the rider or the...
Oh, there's 2 targets. I'm gonna.
There's
swing
the
at,
mount and the rider.
I'm gonna swing at the mount.
Okay. That will miss the mount.
And then when I come back, I'll swing at the rider.
Sure. Go ahead. That will miss the rider.
Are you? Wow.
You can see
Okay.
that they have chain shirts and shields out.
Doesn't being mounted also give you an AC bonus?
I don't think so. That might be Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's Pathfinder. That's only if you have mounted
Or Mash.
combat. You like.
All right. I'm gonna tag myself with a cure wounds.
You know, it would be even better. That's guaranteed that you have a giant pool of.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot myself full of what do I get now for
I think it's just
Challenge
5 times level, so 25.
25? So I'm gonna shoot myself for 24.
Sure. And I forget if that's
25.
a bonus or if that's a.
Let me look that up real fast. Classes.
Lay on hands is an action.
That's an action. Okay, fine. In that case, what I'm going to do is I am going to cast. Is hold person is discriminatory in 5e?
It's also an
advanced Pathfinder?
action.
Oh, that's true too. My bonus possibilities are.
Well, so it has to be a humanoid for hold person, just like
Okay,
Pathfinder.
that was my initial question.
You do know that
Yeah.
they are humanoids, but you couldn't affect the mounts with it.
Action. All right. In that case, I'm gonna tag this mount with a hunter's mark.
Sure.
All right. Actually, no. Is it a bonus action to take my stance?
I think it is.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'll do that instead.
Sure. Halstead.
Okay. Going back into a dire wolf. Round 2. But instead,
Druids are dumb.
well, I can only shift a certain amount of times a day, but I'm using now. And
That's
I'm
fair.
going to attack the rider. Is Xerix threatening the rider?
He is.
So I have pack tactics on this.
You do.
23.
23 will hit.
And strength DC 13 or be knocked prone.
That's going to be very interesting.
I know, right?
You will fail.
Ooh.
I guess he's
Does he?
he's
wait, does he fall
lying
off the
back
mount?
in the saddle, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't get knocked off the mount, I guess? but-
No, but you will have advantage if you attack him, as long as he hasn't stood up.
I'll have advantage anyway if I have a friend nearby who can threaten.
That's true, but
Yeah,
other people.
2d6 plus 3. Okay.
Which I mean, I technically threatened the mount, but not the rider.
14 damage.
14. You take a good chunk out of him, and he's very wounded, but he hasn't fallen permanently
He
yet.
isn't out of the saddle yet.
Anything else?
That'll be my turn.
All right, Yeldrin, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go to this
Did
one.
you not take any damage from the fire?
Oh, I put it in, but
Doesn't seem to have been.
Hmm.
Yes, I still have you at 42 out of 42.
Well, full health of the
okay. So I took 33 overall, so I'm at 9.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 attacks. Actually,
Cool.
3 attacks.
Okay. That
4
will hit.
step.
What are you hitting first?
The right, the mount.
The mount? Sure.
So 9 to
Okay.
hit, or 9 damage
Block it once with your quarterstaff. Punch it in the face.
for 5 damage,
Very wounded, but it hasn't fallen yet.
and 5 more damage.
It is incredibly wounded, but it is
Oh my
hanging
God.
on.
And then I give myself dodge.
Sure. All right, the warriors are going to go.
I'm
They
scared.
are going to
Hopefully those breasts are recharge.
more than that, really, but they're not going to do that again, but they are going to take swings at you all. So Xerix is so pretty much we're going to have Xerix 2, Halstead Wolf 2, and Yeldrin 2 scimitars, and then the mounts will attack as well. Let's do the scimitars first. Halstead Wolf,
14's to beat.
14, okay. Oop. 21,
Okay,
that will.
so 9
it's not a
damage.
crit. 3. Ignore the
Okay,
right one
yeah.
because it wasn't actually the
I
correct
see, I see.
the advantage. Xerix, 2 on you. 14
That'll
and
hit.
8.
That'll miss.
So 6 reduced by your rage to 3. Now Yeldrin, 16.
He has disadvantage, so it's a 13.
Oh, right, dodge. So 13 and 5. Then the mounts are going to go.
Iron Newt Warriors.
Okay, none of their breaths recharge.
Ooh.
Alstead, a bite on you. 19.
Bite.
Xerix, that'll miss.
No.
And Yeldrin misses. Abdal, go ahead.
Perhaps stepping out of the fire would be good.
No way.
I know, right?
Hmm. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Gonna go ahead and I'll just step out of the fire here, and then
From what we know, Flame Sphere is moving it considered an action.
I believe it's
a
bonus.
And I have the spell. I can always just look it up, I guess. That is
Let
one
me
thing.
check.
Like, if I
It is
I
a bonus to move it up to 30 feet.
if they cast a spell and I've already prepared it, would I know it immediately, or?
I think you still have to roll, but you can counterspell it, just like
see.
any other. Although I'm not sure if there's that type of counterspelling.
Oh, I know what you
Okay.
mean. Because that's usually required to prep, right?
Yeah. But
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try doing Hunger of Hadar again, centered on this spot
counterspelled.
here. Counterspelled? Okay, does that end the concentration on the
No.
fireball? 'Cause
Counterspell isn't a
Counterspell's
concentration.
spell.
It is. You can cast
Wouldn't that
spells
end
while
its
concentration.
on the fire flaming
No.
sphere?
It's you can keep one concentration up at a time.
Yeah. As long as you don't have to concentrate to maintain a counter spell.
Oh,
Fine.
fuck me. Okay, well, can't move more than 30 feet, so the sphere is going to get me anyways. Let's see. That was my action, my move, and drinking potions isn't a bonus, so that's it for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
get fucked apparently.
He's going to do something else with the sphere on his turn. Instead, it's going to worm its
Alright.
way over here onto the mount, which will choose to eat it, and it
Oh my
seems to
God.
heal up. Well, not like actually eat the sphere, but it
Yeah.
chooses
Like
not
it
to roll.
integrates. Yeah.
Oh, too bad. I was.
And its wounds begin healing as the fire seems to flow into it. And then, that's his bonus. Doesn't have too much left. But what he can do is this. He's going to fire a firebolt at you, Abdal. 22.
That'll hit.
4 fire damage. Feel the wrath of my cantrips. Xerix, go ahead.
Can I attack the same one above me?
The rider or the mount?
Ryder is prone, isn't he?
Yes, he is, so you'd have advantage on that.
Then advantage I will take.
Okay, go ahead. A 15 will just barely miss,
Ah!
despite the advantage you have. That will hit,
Hey.
Finally!
though. With 9 damage, you will cut him down in his harness, and he will fall over lifeless.
That seemed to affect the mount at all, or is it war trained and
It's
disciplined?
war trained. It's actually relatively intelligent, also.
Aw, so you can't just smack it and watch it run off.
No. In fact, that mount is going to stare at you angrily with its beady eyes. It seems focused. Formesh.
All right.
Beady eyes.
In that case, we'll just keep working on getting it. I'm gonna take a step.
what exactly is it that they're writing?
Like
It
a
seems to be
chocobo.
essentially like giant. You haven't actually rolled to identify them, but if you want to give me int checks or Arcana,
checks?
since they seem to have rolled a bunch of monster types into Arcana.
11 unless somebody gets better.
Somehow Jacob can recognize them, or Xerix can recognize them as giant striders. They're monstrosities.
Okay.
All right. In that case, let me just double check the thing here.
I choose to believe they are chocobos.
Fire chocobos.
Okay, so what are you gonna do, Warman?
So I am going. I'm gonna go up here. I am going to cast. Let me just make sure I understand this spell. I'm going to cast. Let's see. Does this work for everyone or just one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like that. I'm gonna cast Bless, targeting myself, Halstead, and Xerix.
Sure. So everyone he just said there rolls an extra d4 on any d20s until he loses concentration.
Oh wow!
And
For all our rolls.
Yes, attacks, saves.
Yep. Attack saves. Yeah.
Bless is
pretty-
very good in this system.
So I'm gonna there, and I'm going to stab at the
No,
mouse.
you can't. Bless
Oh,
is
right,
an action.
It costs an action to do that. I forgot.
That would be just completely busted.
That would be fucking insane.
Halstead.
I'm going to go into Tunnel Fighter stance. That's
Okay.
a bonus. It's also my turn.
I'm gonna take a chomp out of this here mount next to me. And then I guess I roll d4s, unless 15
Yes.
hits.
A 15 would hit it, so you're okay on that.
So I'm okay. And it's just for attack rolls, right?
Yeah, no damage.
Then it has to make a strength check, DC 13.
Sure.
And it does 7 damage regardless.
Okay. It will fail and it'll fall
It'll be
prone.
Yep.
Actually, shoot, I should have used it on Yeldrim, but that's okay. He rolls lots of times.
It does roll lots of times.
Speaking
Well,
of
if I
Yeldrin, go ahead.
picked Brown Bear, I could have gone multi-attack.
All right,
but I got
3
prone.
attacks again. Critting the mount,
I don't think he needs the bless though.
dealing a total of 13 damage to it.
That one will
Pop.
drop.
Then I will foot stomp this crazy
Are you-
lizard person.
Are you attempting to foul it?
Yes, with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
14 to hit probably misses.
That would miss, yes.
And then, wow, 11.
Alright, that was all miss.
And then I'll get myself dodge again.
Sure. They're all going to. This one's going to stand up.
That doesn't provoke.
No.
Standing up doesn't provoke in this one.
So now we have some things to roll. Okay. One of them rears back and hawks a ball of fire,
A fire loogie.
and the one in the back's going to call out that the one with the halberd has cast a spell. Hit him, and it's going to fly up here and land here.
Wait, what is going? Oh, the hot.
The fire
Of
fireball.
course,
So
Dex save, right?
yes, both of you deck
Luckily.
saves, and this mount is going to ignore the deck save.
15.
So Halstead will save.
I
It
gotta
is off
get
of the
my-
wolf's stat block, right?
Oh, then it would have gotten extra.
It would have gotten higher, but
Yeah.
remember
I
you
forgot
roll for
about that.
everything. Also, don't
Yeah.
forget about bless; it counts for this.
Ah.
But you'll both save.
I don't even need to roll a d4. Okay. And then do I?
So
need
it does
to,
12.
and I need to roll.
This one will heal back up to full. Its wounds are completely gone. And yes,
Ooh.
so okay, you'll keep the bless up.
Okay.
And now the warriors are going to go. And this one's going to attempt to hit Ron because he seems so close to dropping. Despite the fact that he is dodging.
Like a blur.
21
But
or
it's
20
That hits.
for 7. And then the next one is a nat 1.
Alright, that's 2 HP.
Okay, and then one more swing on Xerax. A 13
Miss.
and a 17.
Hit.
So 4 drop to 2 by your rage. Avdol.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead
Never.
and try to Eldritch Blast this one.
Sure. How upset would you be if I said those magic words?
I wouldn't be surprised if it got.
No, you can tell he doesn't have any more of those left. Or maybe he does. But
Nah,
a
he
9
just
will
made,
miss.
nah, that's just all Jordan.
All
That's just
luck,
all
baby.
Abdol.
He will laugh at your pathetic Eldritch Blast and then fire a true powerful spell at you. Rolling a 1,
Oh!
I think.
so impressive. Truly,
what
you
the
are a
hell?
master.
Yeah,
No,
look at
hold
this.
up. It rolled 20
have a
plus
plus 4
2
to
mod
this.
plus 2 prof
No,
equal
what the
1.
fuck?
Rolled one.
Halfling Lux.
Yeah, I think it got messed up. I'm supposed to click this one instead. That's when I clicked the spell. Sorry, 23.
God, fuck off.
Fizzle.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
okay.
that's
This
the
is
that's the
a
wrong one
counterspell.
also.
That's
We'll-
the scorching ray.
yeah, we'll take that
Counterspell.
23, but it's supposed to do this much. 8.
That's
Oh
enough, though.
well,
Well.
that literally is one enough to set me beyond 0, so I'm out.
Okay, so Avdol has
7.
fallen unconscious, dying. And he is going to cry out, "Ha! One of them finally falls!" And he's going to kind of ignore the fact that you've killed several of his men already.
Shit,
Xerax.
I did it.
Not to mention how much of that fire.
Traits of a true leader.
Let's see.
Well, the point of battle is casualties. The side it happens on is kind of unimportant.
I don't like the
Good
way that creature is staring at me and judging with its beady little eyes.
Looking at me, Ray.
Which one?
How
The one
come
with
you,
the rider or the
how
one
come you
without
keep
the
saying
rider?
beady?
The one
Like, what
that's
is-
staring at me without the rider.
Without the rider. Oh, right, yeah, because you killed its
He's
rider.
judging me silently, and I don't like his face.
Alright, you
Whoa.
absolutely hit him. Almost critting. Unfortunately, not quite. 6. You slash him. And then
he
the
still-
backhand. Oh, it's still.
Oh.
That one is was healed to full by the fire breath.
Okay, is he still looking at me? Like
Yes.
with those beady, judging little eyes, like he's so much better than me?
He's looking at you harder now that you hit him across the face with a halberd.
He hasn't learned.
You'll hit.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Alright, it is very wounded. It's gonna be kind of mollified, but it's still glaring at you.
Stop looking at me.
You think Halstad would say that? Looking at me, I'm invisible.
Seriously, they should be
Poor
pissing their
Mash.
pants right now.
All right, so I don't like the way it's looking at Xerax either.
not my friend.
So stab, stab.
You crit.
Is it dead?
Well, I don't know. What's your damage?
15.
There you go. So you will bisect it from
Stop
behind,
looking at him.
and it falls. Its front half falls to the ground and stares up at Xerax as its eyes drain of life.
I would like to use my next turn solely to attack
I'm
the
going
corpse
to
that is
go
not there. that is no longer on the board.
10. Yeah, that should be enough. And I'm going to attack the. I'm going to attack the mount. Does attacking the mount mess with concentration of its rider?
If he falls prone, I think he has to concentrate.
If he has concentration. Oh, right. He had a concentration spell up. I had forgotten about it. But yes, so hitting him will have to make him do concentration. Knocking prone, I don't think actually does.
Usually, when there's spells, like I know with Sleet Storm, if you manage to knock somebody prone with it while they're casting, they have to concentrate. I don't know if that's because they're prone.
That
or
might be
because
because of Sleet Storm, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to use a multi attack and hit this and swing the second one at the rider.
Sure.
And
Oh, well, this
I'll
is
say right
actually kind of important. When he dropped Avdol, he seemed to be surrounded by fire, and something happened. And that 8 will miss. However, he doesn't seem to be wearing armor, so. This one would be a
let's see, hang on,
religion.
hang on. Let me try Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does.
So, here comes 3 damage.
3 damage. The fire that surrounded him seems to absorb the blow.
Okay.
And it seems weaker, but it's still surrounding him.
Okay, fine.
Halstead.
And because he didn't take damage, he doesn't make the concentration.
Yes.
I'm gonna get up in that guy's face and get chomp at the caster.
All right, go ahead. You do not have advantage.
Pack tactics.
He's not within 5 feet.
But
He's at
I'm
reach.
He has a halberd.
Doesn't matter. It has to be within 5 feet, not within
Oh,
reach.
that's silly. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
They
okay.
don't have
I'll
same
still take the
same with
blast roll.
what's it called? Being prone. You have to be within 5 feet. Being at reach gives you disadvantage.
And the D4. Yeah, 10 will probably miss.
No, that will hit.
Oh, okay.
He's not
Strength.
wearing any armor.
Strength check.
All right. A 15.
He will pass.
Okay.
I will do 8 damage to him.
Okay, so the fire seems to block some of it, but it'll peter out, and then he will take some damage from the bites. So he is going to roll a concentration, and he will just barely keep the spell going. Yeldrin.
All right, I'm going to drink a potion of greater healing.
Sure. That's 4d4 plus 4.
For 13 damage. For healing.
Damage.
It killed you.
Also, it's not... Are you doing it on the character sheet? I think your character sheet might be detached from your token, because you didn't take the 7 damage on your character sheet. You should be at 15 right now. So remember, you got hit for 7.
Oh, right.
So.
I get 13.
Alright, and then as a bonus action, I'll dodge again.
Okay. That takes a key point every time, right?
Yep, I have, I'm keeping track. I have
I know,
5,
I'm just
now
wondering.
2.
Okay. Alright, so this warrior doesn't like the fact that you just healed up, so he's going to try his best to bring you down. No, and no. Xerex, this one over here is going to be you. You're weak. You're going to fall. And miss horribly and then get an 18, doing 2
There,
For
damage.
2 damage.
However, the mounts are going to go now. So they're going to... Well, the mount. No, there's 2. Okay, so on Xerex, a 9. Ooh.
Nope.
Close. And then on Halstad, a 21.
Hit.
6 damage.
You can have this mayo over my dead corpse.
Abdal, go ahead. To be fair, after getting... Oh, no, you weren't in the fireball, so your mayo didn't get cooked.
Fried mayo.
Ugh.
7.
Oh, right. So that's 1 check towards death.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's going to go, and he is going to laugh at your pitiful situation and then fire off a bolt at Xerex.
They don't
Getting a
like
20, doing 8 damage.
Well, I'm down, finally.
All right, and the
Wait a
fire
minute,
will...
Wait a minute. Hold
Oh.
that. Hold. I am a red dragonborn.
That's true. You have resistance to fire. Does that do 4?
No, just
I'm alive!
Wow.
He lived.
Okay. He's going to narrow his eyes and say, "How dare you?
Yes!
You're not even a follower of Imix." It is your turn, Xerex.
I'm going to drink a fucking potion.
Regular or greater?
Greater.
So 4d4 plus 4 healing.
actually, I'm just curious. Would the monastery have had potions of some variety?
No, they said they were
No.
limited in what they could offer.
So 11 HP.
On those ones.
Yes!
Okay. Anything with your movement or bonus?
Oh wow! I didn't even realize. Wait, so extra attack. You just take 2 attacks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
There's
so-
no
Oh,
full
it's not even
attack.
Bonus. What the hell?
So wait. So if I drink the potion, do I still have my extra attack that I can do?
No, you have to take your action as an attack. And then
Garbage!
just get 2 swings.
Okay.
Dude, if it
then
just gave you 2 actions, that'd be bullshit.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
go-
fighters do, and they're annoying enough as it is.
I'm gonna back up a little bit because I do have some sense of
If you do, don't you get-
Self-preservation.
Self-preservation.
Where are you going to back up to?
Wait,
Oh, that's
if you
right.
That could provoke from two
That-
things.
that
Or
would.
3.
Never mind.
Or
Never
3,
mind.
yeah.
Then no. I'm here. But
Okay.
Your
I'm
preservation is
slightly-
on the
Format.
battlefield.
All right. Let's go. So, I am going to take one step further in, so that my definitely invisible direwolf friend here,
You can call me your
has,
canine companion. It's cool.
like I know he's there.
Wouldn't it
I know
be
what the deal is.
Lupine?
All right. So,
Wolf. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Dumbass.
and I'm going to utter a vow of enmity against the caster.
This is what you get, Moon.
So he's getting I get advantage on attack rolls versus him. So
So,
begin.
far be it for me to tell you how to play this class, but someone hit him with a 10. Okay, he's enmitied.
Yeah.
You have advantage. Go ahead.
I'm making sure that this goes.
Now that you've done this, I can
Once.
feel the narrative. Go ahead and roll.
Yep. All right. So
No, that'll hit. I was really hoping you'd miss off that.
Yeah.
I
3
have a D4 to
damage.
back this up. But I
Okay.
got minimum damage on the swing. All right. Then
Right.
then number 2.
A
Crit.
crit.
It would have missed otherwise.
That's fair.
For
For
9
9 damage. Okay, that hits him for a bit more. He seems pretty bloodied, but he's still hanging in there. I'll
Alright.
stab.
Does
In
he still have
that
to
case-
concentrate for anything, or?
He dropped that a bit ago.
Okay. Okay, this time I do have advantage. Let's take a chunk. Try to take a chunk.
For it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll crit him.
Off the bat.
46 plus 3. 20 damage, and if he's still alive, he's Yeah.
He's
okay.
dying in the holster.
Chomp.
Okay. So with that, Yeldrin, go ahead.
Well, you only have 1 attack?
All right.
As a
Gonna
direwolf, I do. Yeah.
hit him
Not
with
even as a
quarterstaff.
druid, he doesn't have a second
Nope.
attack.
Gonna hit him with
Yep.
a second quarterstaff.
But
20
Yep.
to hit.
at level 6, Tom, I get to
12
choose
damage.
creatures that can
Then
fly.
punch him
Ooh.
Some of them have multi-attack.
for
So
4 damage, so 16 overall. And then I'm going to dodge.
All right, he's gonna go and he's gonna yell out, "Curse your dancing bones," and swing at you. 13 and 11.
Nope.
Untouchable.
And so the other one is going to swing at Xerix, getting an 11 and a 17.
Oh,
That'll
one
be
hit.
2. So now, the mounts. Okay.
Oh, looks like there's one.
One more coming out.
All right.
Give me
baby,
deck
let's
saves,
go.
everyone.
Dex save. Remember, Xerix and
I'm good.
You're fine?
Halside,
You're
both
fine?
get-
Not only
Okay.
that, but I also get advantage on deck saves because of danger sense.
Yeah, as a
right,
barbarian.
so
So
16
you've all
16 on the dex
succeeded
save
so
for me.
far. So now
No,
Xerix, go
half
ahead.
damage.
You'll succeed. So half damage to everyone.
Yay!
And then
So 6. And then halved again for Xerix, so 3.
yeah,
Is he still alive?
He's still going.
He's a...
And so that was this one up here. So this one down here is going to take a bite at Xerix.
No.
My God.
A 10.
Nope.
Avdol.
Here we
Everyone's
go.
forgotten about him.
That's for the better. I don't want to have to roll death saves on any turn but my own.
Well, no, I mean, other people could have been helping you. That's 1 and 1.
Yeah, that's
One
true.
life save.
Yeah, we have one lay on
Xerix.
hands. I'm a wolf.
I have a single point of lay on hands I can
Wait,
use.
you mean you're not level 18 yet to be able to cast while in shape?
Seriously. That is one thing I do miss about Pathfinder was Wild Shape was a feat you could take pretty early on.
You mean Wild Spell. But
Or Wild Spell, yeah.
dude, if Wild Shape was a feat, Druid would be
Oh,
fucked.
Jesus, yeah.
All right,
Everyone's a druid.
I'm taking a swing at the mount that's in front of me.
Go for it. A 7 would miss because you don't have advantage on, unless you're recklessly, but
Is he blessed?
he
is
is.
blessed.
So go ahead and roll. It's still there's no chance for him to roll.
He's
Uh,
got
it was
good
also a nat
job,
1,
he's got,
so
You know,
Just add-
wife
just
and
add-
kids, he
just add-
truly is blessed.
Does that add D4 to it? Unless
Oh, he did
unless
roll a nat
11
one, yeah.
also doesn't hit.
Doesn't show up as red in advantage, huh?
yeah,
Okay,
because it's
so-
ignoring it. So the first one misses. So go ahead and the second one, no
Second.
advantage. That one will hit. 9 damage. Okay, you take a big chunk out of it. It's not bloody just yet. We're going to Vormash now.
Yes, we are. And this mount is also not looking like someone that needs to be alive. And let's see. So my channel divinity is just like my ability to do things. Like I get it back after
Arrest.
after arrest. Okay, so I just,
You cannot enmity the mount after emetying the.
Okay, in that case, I'll hunter's mark it.
Sure.
So
I need to find an
swing.
icon for concentration. I think this one's a good
Swing one.
concentration. Oh wait,
I gotta roll the
bless
D4 for
drops.
What?
Bless drops.
Oh, it's concentration, right? All right, well that misses. That misses. Swing 2. That'll
crit.
do it.
Will it do?
For 15, does that
Then
kill it?
D6 more, and it does not.
Does
It
that
is
kill it?
hanging on death's door,
Oh,
but it is
for
alive.
sake.
Halstead.
I'm gonna go and help Xerix. Is the mount?
Please.
What's more wounded, the mount or the rider?
The
Have you
mount.
been- Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna take a bite of the mount.
Sure.
Take a bite out of the
There's no bless anymore, right?
No,
No.
you drop less.
17,
17 will absolutely hit.
and then 3.
Actually, I'm a little excited.
13 damage.
It just barely crumples underneath your glorious bite, and the rider will tumble
I don't
out
want
of
to get
the.
AO'd by the mount when I go to get Jordan.
Chomp.
Yeldrin, your turn.
Quarterstaff 1. That's a hand axe. That's not the right one.
I think it's still the same plus, but.
Plus 7.
Oh, so 11. That is still miss. They have decent amounts of armor. That one will hit, though.
11 damage.
You crack his skull open, and he plummets to the ground.
Then punch this one.
And that will hit.
8 damage.
8 damage, okay.
You sucker punch it.
Then I'm
Pretty
giving
much.
myself dodge for the 4th time.
Okay, these
just-
ones are gonna go.
You
This
just
one
blow a
really,
D20 on that each time?
really
Yep.
wants.
Wait, hold on.
No,
No
no,
one.
it's-
Please, no one.
No.
It's not your turn, Avdol.
I
It's
thought
their
it was.
turn
I'm at the
because.
top here.
Yeah,
I
you
deleted
the
them.
token.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But we'll save
Then
that. You're at
that's
2.
not my death save because it's not my turn.
Xerax swings 18, doing 1 damage
Yes!
and 9.
That'll miss.
And
He's
the mount-
indestructible.
I flex mightily.
It does not recharge,
Oh, thank Christ.
and it is going to take a bite at the person who hit it very hard.
Hi,
Gormash.
how's it going?
Okay, 13.
No.
Okay. Now Avdol fails his death save. Xerax.
The rider, is he prone on the ground right now?
He stood up.
He stood up. Okay. I'm going to finish what I started, and I'm going to take my swing at him. I'm going to do, actually, a reckless attack on him.
Okay.
Ooh,
so he
risky.
is going to have you're going to have advantage, and he will have advantage.
On the first attack, I get advantage.
Right. Can't do it on the second. 20 will absolutely hit. 9 damage. She's mightily wounded, but not down just yet. Second
Come
swing.
on, home run!
That'll miss.
Ah!
War
What?
match.
Oh, okay. So just make sure lay on hands is
An action.
Action. Yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Worth it. All right, I'm gonna book it.
Okay.
Step out.
A 20 to hit you for 8 damage.
I'll take it.
Roll a concentration.
And you mean a constitution?
Same
That is
thing.
Concentration.
But
Yeah.
you're fine.
Anyway, the mark stays up for whatever it's worth. Go. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I will shoot Avdol a single point of lay on hands.
So he is stabilized and awake at 1 HP.
Oh, thank goodness.
I think he just wakes up and starts screaming. Halstead, go ahead.
I'm gonna bite that rider.
The rider, okay. So you have advantage.
Yeah.
I gotta finish what Xerix started.
Will you?
No,
No,
I guess
no,
not.
you won't.
He's
Yeldrin.
impossible to hit.
All right, I'm gonna.
I see
start
it's that
burning
time of
this
the
down
night
with 2
already.
quarterstaffs and a punch.
I'm
He's gotta finish
really
what
mad I
Xerix
forgot about that
started.
12
That'll
days.
miss. That'll
12
miss.
days.
Oh no!
Brain him. No.
That'll miss. that all?
Also, last point of key to dodge.
Okay.
How many do you have?
All right. That is his
5.
last point. So, all right. It is his turn. He is going to finish Xerax by hell or high water, so these will have advantage. 17 for 1 damage
That'll hit.
One.
and 13.
Nope.
They are the
Now the
destroyers
mount
of
is going to
worlds.
go. Okay, it doesn't recharge, so it's going to take a peck at you, Halstead.
Alright,
16
will peck me.
for 10 damage.
That actually brings me out of wolf form.
Okay. I think you get to choose which of the 4 squares you're in, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go close like this.
Sure. Okay. Avdol, you are awake at 1 HP after being lay on hands by Vormash.
I'm gonna drink. Let's see how many potions I have left.
Or maybe we should just kill the dude who's very obviously at 1 HP. Just thought.
Yes, and then after I do that, I'm gonna get a hit. So I'm gonna use my potion.
Well,
of
your
greater
death
healing.
saves reset, and there's no way you can be dropped to negative hit points because
Yeah.
you don't have
all right.
Yeah.
I'll go
23,
ahead
right?
and,
Just
do
Elders
that.
Blast the fucking mount.
All right, here I go.
It counter spells.
19.
That will hit, and that will drop it because
That
you do.
would be
By the way,
the-
all of your cantrips should have upgraded now that you're 5.
Right.
So
I
you
forgot
do
about
2d10.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Xerax. Same with
That's-
Shillelagh, you're going to do 2d8 on it.
Yep.
The battles
Does
of-
your pebble go
battle
to
of will
2d6?
It does go to 2d6.
The battle
Right.
of will continues.
Once I
Rex
hit,
attack.
if I hit level
Heaven
20,
or hell.
Yeah. If
Oh,
I hit level
that's
20,
no,
roll
what
up
it is
magic
for me
stones. We
is,
do fireball damage.
It's 2 beams.
Oh, you
So
fire
second
two.
beam can
You
actually go
will
and hit the other
absolutely
one.
hit.
Hang on.
He will die, finally.
Yeah.
Home run.
Okay. So let me calculate. 1,000 from that. 200 from that, and then 400. So 400 experience each from that fight.
Wow.
Cool.
So,
total experience now?
Pathfinder.
79-13.
Oh, actually, no. Kuba, Shillelagh doesn't increase with.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
levels. Yeah.
Eldritch
that would've
Blast
made it a little
does,
too
it
powerful.
just doesn't increase
I
in
guess.
damage.
I'm gonna as I knock this guy's head soaring, I'm gonna scream out as my final battle cry, I need a nap!
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Barzil's-
so is this midday, morning?
That was nighttime, so you can just
Oh,
go to
good.
sleep and you wake up.
Oh,
at full.
I just realized as I shifted out of the wolf form, I'm naked again. And I'm gonna turn around and say, why didn't you guys tell me they could see me?
Hey, you still
did.
think you're invisible.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go loot this guy invisibly.
Alright, but in
Stop
all seriousness,
stealing from the dead, uninvisible
have-
Joe.
Okay, so you find 3 major things: 2 boxes and 2 sets of lamps with lamp oil.
Going to put away the boxes, and it's up to your imagination to figure out where I put them.
Well, that's
I'm
great
fi-
because each of them contain 13 daggers each.
No.
Now you have to explain to us how you carry
Montezuma's
every single one of those
revenge.
daggers while
Oh,
naked.
2 boxes of 13 daggers, and you said lamp oil?
And lanterns and lamp oil.
Okay.
They're not all together.
Okay.
That would be a very strange box.
What was the armor they were wearing? Chainmail?
Yes, change.
Chain shirts?
Uh,
Wouldn't
I
interest me
put it
anyway.
away, but yeah.
They're metal, yeah.
And we've already.
However, roll me another Constitution as the night passes, Halstead.
Alright, let's go. There we go.
Okay, you are no longer insane.
I'm gonna-
Okay.
I gotta wake up and be like, so, wasn't it cool how an invisible wolf-like object killed that caster?
You weren't invisible. That entire
Everyone
time,
saw you.
you weren't
I-
invisible.
Stop
you look
being
like a fool.
naked.
So that time when I hit bark skin and every facet of my body turned into wood, you saw that?
Yep.
Yes.
Every fact.
Wait,
Side
wait,
facts.
There were some things I did not need to know.
All right, it's the new day.
Did not need to know all of them.
Seeker did not tell me of this
He was
knowledge.
very angry when I
Secret
just
knowledge.
went incapacitated him.
Okay, so it's a new day. We'll put everything behind us and never speak of it again. Roll me survival.
20.
So, which way do you wish to go?
Let's go south.
Yeah.
South, sure. You all know how this goes as you're making camp for the night.
Lord, what's his bucket? People show up.
Or a mist. Come on, mist.
Where did it go? There it is.
Snake.
Is it entirely possible in this campaign to get to level 20 before completing the first objective?
To be fair, you've completed a few. Like,
Yeah, you should be
honestly, getting to Omu is, I
Is the end
hesitate to say this, but it's like towards the end of this
That's what-
scenario.
I'm assuming this whole book is about the soulmonger. It's not like
Pretty
after
much,
you get
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like you just get hopelessly lost and just start beating up monsters.
Nothing
until
happens,
you
so you're all good.
Right,
Roll for me
nice.
another survival.
24.
Okay. Halfway through the day, which way are you going?
Southwest, please.
Halfway through the day.
Oh, by the way, what pace are we at?
Okay, so
Normal speed.
I've been getting an encounter that I don't really understand because it doesn't detail anything about it. And so I rolled again. I got the same one. And I rolled again. And I got the same one. Let's keep going. There we go. That's new.
Critical roll.
That's new and exciting.
Ooh, T-Rexes.
Multiple.
That's not new, but it would be exciting.
Well, for about 2 turns, then we'd all be dead.
As you're traveling, you hear a strange chittering of some type.
That's right.
And jumping out of the wastelands around you, 7 of these things.
Are their heads literally on fire?
Yes.
Oh.
Roll
Well,
me.
I'll be fine.
Roll me
16
Arcana.
Arcana.
They are magmins.
Agmans?
Yes.
How do they work?
They're elementals.
Miracles.
I got
Apparently, Abdul's a member of the ICP.
Anyways, we're gonna go into initiatives.
You know if they're evil?
They are chaotic neutral.
Not neutral. Okay.
However, they are pyromaniacs. So they're gonna look at you like fire.
Here I go, fixing my shield.
Fire
Things
walks
like
with
this
them?
happen. 1. Oops, not 1. 2. Much better.
Okay, so has everyone gotten their numbers
God
in?
damn it. What's your dex modifier, Abdul?
0.
So you two roll off as much as that matters.
It's a fight for who goes last. It's very important.
My pride's on the line. Yes!
Get dunked.
Okay, Halstead, go ahead and start us off.
Also, can you take the
yeah.
marker off?
Concentration marker.
Oh right, yeah.
So,
Am I able to modify the markers?
let's see
No,
here.
I think only I can.
20-foot cylinder, 40-foot radius. I'm going to try to sleet storm them.
Okay.
That's
Now, this one says that any visible flames are doused, so do their heads go damp?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are they
Okay.
like Charmanders?
They need to make dex saves then. 14 or they're not prone.
Okay.
Now, I guess I'll draw the box.
Sure, if you can do
It's
that.
up to 40, so I'm just going to draw a box that's less than 40, but kind of there.
Does it really say up to?
Oh, sorry, 40 foot. You're right.
Yeah, I think it's up to 1 minute for the duration, but okay. So starting
You
at
have
the
to draw a
top.
circle, right? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What was the DC? 14?
14.
So 2 will fail, and that'll be this one here. This one here.
This is the... What the heck? Cannot...
That's most certainly not 40-foot radius.
No, but I can't even control its orientation or size anymore. Like, it's gotten away. Oh, there he goes. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was weird. I can't control its size. Is it... Do I have to go back to the draw shape thing?
I think so. You have to be able to select it.
I am selecting it, but I only find the, like, orientation, so I can... hate it.
About that big? 80? Yeah, it's about that big.
Yeah, that's about big. Okay, let's do that.
Sure. Xerix, There's a sleet storm raging in front of you.
It was the heart for concentration, right? This one.
Yes. Oh, you can put them on.
Yep.
How did you do that?
You click
if
on
you click
yourself,
your profile,
and then
there's a
there's
circle near the bottom.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I'm just gonna sit here and while watching this leaf storm, I'm just gonna eat some mayo.
Doing your goddamn
Wait,
mayo. Yeldrin, go ahead.
That's weird because I actually don't have any like icons or anything. I mean, when it goes to edit, when I go to edit the token.
Not edit token. It's underneath that.
I'm gonna.
It's like a little circle instead of the gear.
Oh,
Move over to
I know
here,
what you're
and that's gonna be
talking
my turn for now.
about. Okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, so they're going to. It's difficult terrain, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so they're all gonna have to double move, and they're gonna just kind of get right on up in here with everyone. This one can only make it to about here.
Wait, does it have to roll again because it's starting its turn here, or is that just one of
It's
those things?
on its turn. It would have
Yeah.
gone. It's wonky.
Oh, I see
like
what you
that.
mean. Yeah.
So they're just gonna get right up all in and into you, Vormesh.
All right, time
Did-
to smash.
Did the prone one?
That one was able to make it out. It was towards the
Oh,
edge.
okay.
This one in here had to stand up.
Only
and
get
then
so
can only
far.
move like 4.
Yeah. Okay. And did their heads reignite when they got out of it?
They use a bonus action to do so.
Oh, so they're still damp.
Yes, but they are ignited.
Oh, but they use a bonus action. to
They
do it.
did
Okay.
use a
Yeah,
bonus to ignite.
Okay, good to know.
All right. All right, so it is time to smash.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Sure.
He's not down to smash.
Oops. I don't want to cast anything. I want to.
18 will hit.
On this one to my right.
Sure. Is your weapon magical?
No.
Okay, it seems to do less. Some magical source.
Did I not pick up?
Abdal.
Hang on a minute. I have another attack for one thing. But I need to double check how Wrathful Smite works. Is that just deals extra damage, right?
If it's like the other Paladin Smite things, it's you burn a spell slot to do an extra 2d8 and then plus 1d8 per spell level. You
Something thereabouts, depending on the
I was gonna double check this smite specifically. Wrathful Smite. All right. So in that case, and that's a bonus to cast. Yes. So in that case, I'll cast Wrathful Smite at first level. And I'll swing again just as a regular attack. Where's my halberd? 10?
10 will miss.
Ah, shoot. Well, I still have the smite on.
No,
But
I
it's
think that actually
concentration.
consumes the smite.
No, it's concentration up to 1 minute. The next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration. So I'm concentrating right now. I will put on the icon.
Sure. Alstad.
Heart.
Wait, that skipped over me.
Oh, right, Abdal.
Yeah,
I got into the because things.
Oh, by the way, did the 20 Arcana roll give us any useful information on the creatures?
Oh, I didn't see you rolled that. They're magmins. They're elementals. You know that they can set themselves on fire, and that makes their attacks do more. And they can set you on fire.
And that makes me hurt more in general.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and cast a hex on this one right in
Sure.
front of me. Is there any requests for certain?
I like charisma,
Saves?
but if anyone has anything else, that's wisdom. Sorry, wisdom. Unless anyone has any other saves they want in particular.
Okay, then that one will have disadvantage on wisdom, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attack it.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure, we go. 23,
23 will absolutely hit.
14,
14,
then
and that's
another...
magical, correct?
Yeah.
Hold up. So when you do that, it will explode.
Oh, boy.
Everyone but
Oh,
Yeldrin, roll me
no.
a dex.
What has Abdul done now?
Chain reaction.
DC of
boys.
11.
Alright, sorry
Whew.
about that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Roll me a dexterity, Xerix, as the Magmin Abdal murdered exploded.
Are the other Magmins also going to have to roll these?
I
No,
think
they're immune to
that's-
fire.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, so everyone who saved, you take 2 fire damage.
So I take one.
No.
You take 1, yes.
Okay, 2. Oop, shoot.
Oh, I actually have to concentrate.
46.
Yes,
Me
so
too.
does
Yeah, me
Abdal and Formesh.
Right, I made it.
too. We all made it. Well, us two made it.
Well, okay, yes. Okay. Anything else, Abdal?
Yeah, quick question. Since I do have a second attack, can I move and do that second
Yes.
attack? Or?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So then I'll move and I'll attack the one that Xerix is fighting.
Sure.
Quick question. Do we know if
10?
the attack dropped?
A 10 will miss.
Do we know if the attack dropped the magma into 0?
It did. It got dropped to 0 and then exploded.
And then kaboom. Got it.
Halstead.
I'm going to spray poison at. Oh, that's 10. That's 15 feet at this one.
Sure.
Our proficiency bonus is 4, so that
All right.
19 to poison.
19 will absolutely hit.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
Okay. No, D12s don't show up on the.
I see.
10 poison damage.
Okay, that one will explode. Same people,
Let's
give me
go
dex
again.
saves.
Let's go at nope.
Will fail. Fail. Succeed. Xerix.
Sorry, what's the roll? Dex?
Dex.
No dex. I'll keep my spell.
Okay. 10 fire damage.
Ooh.
I'll keep my spell.
So 5 and then 2 to Xerix.
I keep my spell.
Right, Yeldrin.
All right, I'm going to hit this one up top with the quarterstaff.
Quarter saw.
The quarter sock.
12
Bit
will
shorter
miss.
than a half saw, but that's just as good.
13 will miss.
And then I'm going to move.
You can
Provoking
take
to
a
attack.
fist attack.
That's a lot of. Well, I guess depends on how you move.
Wouldn't that? Oh, yeah.
That'd be 4 attacks, depending on how you moved. How exactly are you moving? I'm trying to
Yeah, how do you move? Because that can provoke a lot more.
Okay, so that would be 2. The way you moved yourself, it made it look like you're going like that, which would literally
Yeah.
provoke from every single one.
Yeah, I'm smarter than that.
Okay,
You have
so
to
he
repeat
Well,
will
it.
attempt to
never
touch you
assume.
twice. 22.
All right.
You're on fire now. And crit.
All right.
You're
We're
really
on
on fire.
super fire now.
So that's 25 total, and you're on fire.
We're approaching levels of fire that we didn't thought possible.
That's a good fire.
Yeah.
Is there a better one? That's like friggin' fell meteor from World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Alright, Xerax, go ahead. One of your friends is on fire.
Oh, I suppose I should do something about that.
Put it out by killing its friend.
I'm
The only
going
way
to...
to take care of fire is with more fire, clearly.
They, you know, I was having such a good time eating my mayo, but they interrupted it with flecks of damage. So I'm gonna fly into a rage, and I'm gonna swipe at this one in front of me.
Okay,
I thought
go
you guys are
ahead.
gonna fly into a rage and continue to eat the mayo.
For the
This time,
mayo!
angrily.
Bastards.
That will miss.
Your hands are slippery from the mayo.
That will miss as well.
Curse you,
Very
mayo! You
slippery
turned
from the
against me.
Okay, so they're gonna go. This one's gonna go 10, 20, 30, and start trying to touch Halstead. And then these other ones are gonna
That
kinda...
JC is just 10 plus dex.
Oh!
No,
that
there is
one
no touch.
provokes from, what's his name? Vormash. Or unless he wasn't in tunnel stance, so.
I wasn't in tunnel stance.
didn't
I used the bonus to cast a spell. God, I am not liking how this is turning out.
Okay, so there's going to be, there's 5 of them, 5 of you, a touch on everyone. So, Abdal, 21,
Just barely hits.
you are on fire.
I'm on
Roll me a
fire.
concentration. Halstead, 10.
Nope.
Vormash, 12.
Nope.
Yeldrin, 23.
All right.
You're more on fire. And Xerax, crit! And you are on fire.
What does that mean for me?
So you take 11, but resistance drops it to 5. And for being on fire, you'll take the damage, but take it halved.
What is the target takes 3, 1d6, fire?
Oh, it's saying it's a d6. That gives me a number, because as a DM, I can either choose to do average damage or roll dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've noticed on my CR table, it's like if your attack hits, it does 5 damage. It's like, I'll roll.
Yeah, rolling's more fun anyways.
Yeah.
Then you get those T-Rexes that do 4d12, and it does 48 damage in one bite.
Or, the people with the scimitars only do 1 damage at a time to Xerix.
User in your
Yes.
channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Welcome back. Vormash, it is your turn. You're not on fire, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
So let us continue smashing. We're gonna go for the one directly above me. This one.
Sure.
No.
That'll miss. That one will hit.
All right. So I'm gonna do my normal weapon damage, and
4,
then
okay.
I also do my smite goes off. It does additional 4 psychic damage.
It will explode. Everyone but
Cool.
Xerax, give me a reflex.
Oh, that's a 10-foot radius.
Yes.
We're
Alright.
learning. Hey.
You both succeed.
I do not,
Vormash fails.
but that's okay because my spell.
Wait,
My
why'd you
spells
roll
turn off
again?
Anyway.
Avdol.
Oh,
There's
he's
only
keeping
one
his
that
spell.
died.
He's
Oh,
concentrating.
concentration.
Yeah, that's my
I see.
con save.
Yeah, I better concentrate as well.
I don't need to.
So it's
concentrate 'cause
6
Yeah.
fire damage, halved if you
Ouch.
succeed.
All right, and then as my bonus,
Did
I'm
you also
going-
roll for your... Oh, well, I guess you burned
I don't
it, so
need it.
yeah.
Well, actually, I just want to leave this on because I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay.
Targeting Yeldrin, Avdol, and
Wait. No, you don't. You attacked.
Yeah, Bless is an action.
Oh, Bless in action. I keep thinking it's a bonus. Damn it. Never mind. Then yeah, I'll go into Tunnel Fighter stance.
Avdol, go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh, right, you're on
I'll
fire.
Go ahead and have the
4
hex-
fire damage.
Oh, right.
Roll me a constitution.
But it's at the end of the turn.
Oh, does it say at end of turn? Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
And
Yeah.
each of its turns.
Okay, so go ahead and take your turn at end of turn.
Yeah, as a bonus, I'll have the hex persist on this one here.
Sure.
And then as an action, I'll put out the fire.
Sure. Alright, so you don't take that 4 damage. Elstad.
Guess I should turn this.
Putting some
off.
poison on that one.
Sure. Hold up. If you do it from where you are, you have disadvantage. Because it is a ranged attack.
Ooh.
And there are things in melee with you.
Oh, I see. Okay. I already rolled, so I'll continue and roll at disadvantage.
Sure. Well, you
19.
hit. 2d12.
Yeah, that's just something that I'll keep in touch next time. So 10 damage
10.
total.
That is
poison.
enough. It will explode. So from here, everyone
go
but
again.
Yeldrin.
Let's go again.
I fail.
There is no getting off this ride.
There is no getting off this.
I'd like to
ride.
get
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Bones Wild Red. I'll keep my spell.
Ooh. 7 damage if you failed. 3 damage if you succeeded. Xerax, you take 1.
We're tickling him with flames.
no,
Yeldrin, go ahead.
All right, quarter step. Oh my god.
That'll miss.
Fucking
That'll
A.
hit. For 11, which one were you
damage.
attacking? Oh, there's only one. It explodes.
Let's go
More
again.
dex. Oh,
Let's
right.
go again.
Yay! I don't have to roll it.
You do not, Halstad. Okay. And
What's
Jordan,
the
your hex
concentration
saves.
save?
Your hex fails.
Yeah, okay.
So you drop your spell.
The DC's 10 or half the damage you took, whichever's higher, yeah.
Yes. And that is going to be 8 fire damage. Or if you succeeded.
4 fire damage.
Did I succeed? What's the?
You succeeded, so you
11,
take
I think.
Is it
2.
an action or a bonus action to put myself out?
Action.
It's an action.
Oh my god.
Okay. And so
I want to
you
get off
attacked,
Mr. Bones'
so
burning ride.
that was 2 swings. Do you want to move anywhere and punch something?
No, that would sound like a stupid idea when I'm punching fire.
Well, gee.
Clever
You take
boy.
5 fire damage from being on fire. Xerax.
going to gingerly put my mayo down.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a reckless swing at the thing in front
Are
of
you
me.
eating it from the jug, or do you just have like a hand just constantly covered in mayo?
He has a
Ew.
special mayonnaise spoon which he ordered when he was last
Is that what
in
he
port.
calls his halberd?
Yeah,
Mayonnaise.
I stick the mayo off of it.
It's his long-range spreader for toast.
You will absolutely hit with that. 12 damage, it will explode. So everyone but Halstead or Yeldrin, give me dex
Let's
saves.
go again. Let's go.
More.
There you go.
So 7, 3 if you succeeded.
Whew.
And Xerix, you have to roll as well.
Oh my god. If
I did roll.
Oh, did you? Oh, up there, I see,
15,
yeah.
or,
So you take
18,
1
Yeah.
again.
oh
And
my
then
god.
with
if
my
this,
backswing, with all
if
that range,
this
I'm going to hit the
stupid-
other one.
Sure.
If this stupid thing rolls max dice and I fail to save, I just go out.
You absolutely hit. You
Uh-oh.
make it explode one more time.
Oh!
Da-da-da-da.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, so those two
my
fail
God.
in 8 fire damage.
Oh,
So
I found my prophecy
4 if you
was going to
save,
come
2 for
true.
Xerix.
Oh my
Way to
Okay.
really end it there on the bottom, Tom. We rolled initiative real low. We're ending
We
this
rolled
round
it.
real low.
All right,
That
so you
one
guys
are
get,
dex saves.
let me think, 175 experience each from those magmen.
So 7913 was
Come
the original
on.
total.
I know that it's supposed to be like a magma goblin, but you could have called them magmen.
So I have 8088.5.
No, we got rid of the 0.5. We're at 8,088.
Oh neat.
Ninja Catholic suicide bombers.
All right.
This is a fun day.
The
So I'm
fun
gonna
day.
shoot myself up with 24 points.
God
of
is
delicious
great.
Lay
God
on
is great.
hands.
Y'all know your Naruto running, right?
Anyways, so that was halfway through the day. What do you wish to do now?
I'm
Just
gonna
keep
drink
going,
my
or-
greater potion.
Well, remember,
That's
you can
how much?
always take a
44?
short rest.
Yeah, we should short rest.
Oh yeah,
I
you know what?
agree.
Yeah, short rest.
So we have
You have
right
5
now we
hit
have
dice.
5 hit dice to roll. Okay. In that case,
And when you full rest, you'll gain half of those back. I'm not sure how it goes with odd. Does it round up or down?
I think it rounds. I think
I
it's
feel like
like
it's gonna be
all
up,
or nothing, right?
but-
Yeah, it's all round
I'm
up.
gonna roll.
That's
one
true.
I'm
die.
gonna roll 3 hit dice.
Actually, in that case, lay on hands comes back after a full rest, right?
Yes.
It is a
Because
con
I'm
bonus
gonna
per
spend
dice.
Yes, con
12
bonus per dice.
So that was 4. That means I go to 16.
23, not bad.
I'll take 2 hit dice and roll them.
Almost at full health.
Fun fact: you can also click on hit dice.
I hate
Yep.
my life. Oh, never mind. I add con to each roll, so that's
Yes.
going to be 5 plus 7, which is 12, which puts me at. That'll do.
Wait, how much?
Oh, sorry, you're right. I should take 2 off that 26.
I was gonna say, how could you
Oh,
get
yeah,
an odd
that's cool.
number from con?
I'm going to take 1 hit dice and roll.
Sure. I'm assuming everyone puts themselves out after the fight is over.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was already out.
Okay, I know, but for the people who are on
I'm
fire,
gonna-
I mean, Xerix clearly
down
can just kind of
before-
keep walking while being on fire and just
I'm
being
gonna
like,
make it
today's a
pretty much.
brisk day.
I'm gonna make an extra effort to try to put Abdul out. Shillelagh plus.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so you continue on after short resting, I'm assuming.
Let's keep going.
Sure. I can delete those things from the very bottom since I no longer need their tracking. However, as you continue for the day and as you set up camp at night. Okay. There it is. And I rolled an 8. Out of the corner of your eye, next to your campsite, you see a hollowed out tree with something shoved into it. And upon looking closer, you notice a limb, like an arm, dangling out.
Can I medicine
tree
to see the
person.
state of the arm?
Can I do
Sure.
a nature on the tree?
Sure. It's pretty fresh. It's probably the person's probably died in the last like day or two. And with that nature, you can't. It doesn't seem like a man-eating tree. It looks like a dead tree.
Second opinion.
It looks like a dead tree.
Okay. So it's a pretty fresh arm, dead-looking tree. Anything on the arm?
No.
Would anyone be offended if I tried to shake the arm?
Like a handshake?
Common
Of
greeting in
course.
many places.
I mean, just make sure you introduce yourself first.
Yeah.
Remember, firm handshake, gotta show confidence.
All right, so you
Okay.
shake the hand of it.
I tried to make eye contact where I think the eyes would be.
I mean, you can try and pull the body out and find
Yeah,
out.
let's. Does that strength?
Sure.
I'm pretty weak.
Here, let me give it a shot. I'm pretty weak.
That's going to be where the tree is.
Okay, so I'll be like right here. Right?
Yeah, both of you will be right there. But as you're doing that, you hear a large shrieking and howling in the distance as you hear something
no.
barreling towards you as you attempt to move the body. And
Oh,
two
no.
of these will pop out of the trees and they glare at you with angry, furious eyes as you
Are-
grab its meal.
Are these
Oh.
eyes also beady?
No, these ones are monkey.
Beady. They're apes, obviously, Kuba.
Okay, they get a 23 because of your
Oh.
back sass.
Not because you rolled a nat 20.
Well, that helps, but...
No.
So, you fought these before, although I think it was a zombie version
We
of
fought
them.
zombie versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have forearms, obviously, and so they make 5 attacks a round.
Ooh.
Like, even if they move.
There is no
Right.
penalty for that.
Oh,
So has everyone
God.
rolled initiative?
I did.
Oh boy, let's go.
Okay, so that's everyone's initiative. Yeldrin, okay. So, there we go, and Halstead has a 17. Okay, they're going to go, and as part of their ferociousness, as a bonus action, they're going to move their speed.
Oh.
Ooh.
So pretty much it means that they close in on
Yeah.
here, and each of you are taking 5 attacks.
Okay.
Go.
Da 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 da
All
da.
right.
14 for
First.
me.
You're getting bitten, Halstead.
17 for me.
21 for 8, and now 4 claws. So, well, I think
Three
one of those
hits.
misses. So
Yeah.
6, 7, and 8. That's 23.
23.
And now Vormash, bite, an 18.
Bite will hit.
So 5 damage there, and then 4 claws. 20, 12, 13, 14. So up to 20
the first
hits.
claw hits. That's the only one that does.
Okay, so 11 total damage. Halstead.
If I don't have room to shift, can I not shift?
You can. The tree's not, like, in your way.
Okay,
It's-
yeah, I'm gonna turn to a brown bear.
Sure.
Brown bear?
Is that your tank shift?
In Minecraft. Yeah. This is me going full guardian form.
I don't know. You're not that monstrosity that walks around on 4 forearms.
I'm gonna multi-attack. So it'll be bite and claw.
Go ahead.
I'll just roll the attacks first. Bite 25. Oh, crit.
Oh, crit.
And claw 13.
That will hit.
Okay, so bite is. Damn, if the claw hit, that might actually do more. So let's see. So 2d8 plus 4. 14 on the bite.
Okay, you take a big old bite out of him.
The claw. Damage.
8 damage. Okay. It's pretty wounded. It's not bloodied just yet. Yeldrin.
Oh dear.
So,
Move to here.
it's been
Well-
it's been a difficult night.
22 to hit
22 will absolutely hit.
for 7. 19 to hit
19 will hit.
for 10.
And it is bloodied as
Unarmed,
you smash it.
Hit it in the kneecaps.
You want to do so?
Or the elbow.
you
Go for the
damage.
elbow.
Punch
And
it
then I'm gonna give
across
myself
the
dodge.
Girlin.
Okay.
And you dodge.
Yep.
Xerax.
Running forward, raging, and rage, and then not reckless, just regular attack.
Okay, just swinging regularly. Go for it. 16 will hit.
And I am gonna go ahead and put the ancestral spirits on it, so
Sure.
that taunting it.
4 damage, okay. 18 will hit. 12, okay.
Much better.
Avdol.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I don't know why I
move
thought my name was Abdul.
up to here, and I'm gonna put a hex on the southern one,
Sure.
doing wisdom for the save it'll have to make, and then I'm gonna fire 2 eldritch blasts at it.
Okay.
Number 1. 14,
will hit. That's D10 plus D6.
7, and then here comes the hex for 6, and then another one, 25
That will absolutely hit.
for 9, and then another 3.
12. Okay. That one is quite wounded as your Eldritch Blasts impact it quite forcefully. Gormash.
Okay. So I am going to utter an oath of enmity on it.
Which
On
one?
the one directly in front of me here.
Sure.
And I'm gonna smash. Oh, right, advantage. Well, okay, I'm gonna sort of roll this. No.
That will hit.
Okay. Doing 9
9
damage.
damage, okay.
And then now the advantage slider's on properly this time,
Will hit there.
and doing another
3.
3.
It doesn't do quite enough. It's very close to death, but it's not dropped just yet. This one up here doesn't like the fact that there's a bear in front of it, so it's going to go ape on you.
Well, now my AC is down to 11. So.
11, okay.
Yeah.
Miss,
Oof.
miss,
Ooh,
miss, hit,
Okay.
hit. So 12
So 12.
total. And then this one's going to target Xerax because ghosts are telling him to. 17,
Hit.
crit, 20, 15, and 25.
All hit.
So 9. Okay, so 4, and then 6, so 10, then 5, so 15, 18, 23 after all of your resistances. So it takes a good chunk out of you. Go ahead, Halstead.
All right, here's the bite. 19.
That will hit.
12 damage.
That will drop it, as it just barely falls unconscious as you bite
Just
out its jugular.
barely.
A shift and then claw the other one.
Okay,
That'll miss.
10 will miss. Eldrin. Going clubbing?
Oh, the monkey's up. They're dead. Okay, gonna go for this one. 13 to hit, misses.
No, that
Probably.
hits.
No,
Oh.
that hits.
Things aren't very
6
well
damage.
armored, and that one will be clubbed to death. Okay, that is worth 450 experience, or no, 550 experience each.
Wow. Okay.
Not bad.
But
They're
86
they're very
experience.
glass cannony. They mess you up real bad if they can, attack you enough. But
That's what also the mounted combatants did, right?
yeah,
With
well,
5
that
breaths.
one was 5
Yeah.
fire breaths. Those were CR1s, by the way, too. I don't see how they balance. It's like the Black Dragon. An adult Black Dragon is a CR5 creature, but its breath does 12d8.
Huh.
Like, that's enough to kill most people if they fail
Yeah.
and it rolls well. And it recharges on a 5 or 6, so it's doing it every third turn
Yeah,
on average.
on average.
I think 5e balances around having a whole slew of buffs up on everyone, like resistances. But I digress.
It is
You
9:59.
It's 9:59, so you'll full rest, and we'll continue your explorations next time. Until then, that was an interesting session, as you all almost died repeatedly. I'm a little surprised you got out of that fire newt fight. I thought that would be a team wipe.
Yeah, nearly thought.
It almost was. It just
Yeah, you just
Very
barely managed to eke
Yeah.
out after the fire breaths.
The
And
fact that I could shift more than once a day really
That-
saved my bacon.
Yeah, that extra HP pool is crazy. But until next Monday, have a good night, everyone, and I'll
Good
see
night.
you then.
Good night.
Yay.
Take it easy.